Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Wow. Politics are depressing, aren't they?
They always are.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about McDonald's. A Chicago area bus driver has brought a lawsuit on McDonald's over their extra value meals. After paying $5.90 for a 2-cheeseburger meal, he realized that the price of 2 cheeseburgers, French fries, and a pop was only $5.49. Obviously, 41 cents isn't a big deal, and he hasn't specified an amount he's looking for, saying that it's more about the principle. And better still, his lawyer is trying to turn this into a class action thing so everyone can get in on it.
Why the hell are we talking about this?
I just thought it was sweet.
This is bizarre.
We've got a couple bizarre stories this week.
This week.
We got a sweet story about a cougar later on. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I
find the best story.
Is it the sexy kind of cougar?
No. It's the animal kind of cougar.
Well, I mean...
Well, it depends on what gender you are.
If you're a fearless gender, then.
And yes, I know, gender has nothing to do with sexuality. Don't start.
I also learned that I'm secretly a furry.
Oh, God. Shut up, you furget. That is the best. That is the best derogatory term that I have ever come up with. Because I've come up with a lot of them.
I was going to say, I'm not happy that you have things to compare it to, but okay.
I have a large book of them.
Yeah.
But only I know what they mean most of the time, except for that one. That one's very obvious. that one, you don't need any additional context to understand what I mean when I call you a furget.
Fair.
Greatest conversation ever.
No, but you know what I did see recently that I thought was really interesting? Have you guys ever watched Adam Ruins Everything?
Adam Ruins Everything. No, what is that?
It's a show on True TV now, but it started as, I want to say, a thing out of College Humor.
Okay.
And this guy Adam, who has probably the gayest haircut I've ever seen in my life. He goes through and he talks about like common misconceptions. It's sort of like Mythbusters, except a little bit more pithy and millennial aimed.
Okay.
And I'm no more than you, so I'm going to talk down to you about this thing. But one of the things that he did was, what is it called? It's the lawsuit, the McDonald's lawsuit of the woman who had
burned herself.
Who burned herself.
Yep.
And there's, I mean, the amount of misconceptions that do exist about that court case are really surprising.
It doesn't ever mention that it was so hot that it burned through her clothes and gave her 3rd-degree burns through her leg.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, it's definitely worth a watch. Like, it's definitely worth watching. But that's just what I thought when I saw this story. But then, I mean, when you break it down into numbers, 41 cents doesn't really seem comparable to losing an entire crotch worth of skin.
And like I say, this guy, he claims it's more about just the principle of it. He wants to get everyone to be like able to get like a coupon or something ridiculous. It's just saying like, guys, quit labeling it as an extra value meal. It costs more than buying the things in the meal.
That's fair, I guess. I mean, that is fair. Yeah. And
well, it is false advertising at its core.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
It is. I wonder how much he could get from this. Like,
yeah, that's interesting.
I mean, he's definitely not going to sue for 41 cents. But no, I mean, like,
I would.
Like, what reasonably do you think he could sue for? I mean, and if they're actually seeking to make it a class action lawsuit, that means that those lawyers are going to go after him for millions of dollars.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to find out.
That may be an interesting story to keep an eye on. Sorry for
You're welcome.
I looked at it. I was like, this is great.
You fucking asshole.
Did you put that on the outline?
Of course I did. I get all the good outline stories.
Because originally I looked at it, I'm like, this isn't gaming news. And then I read it, I'm like, nah, this is great, though.
This is
It's kind of interesting. Yeah, fair.
And don't worry, I'm slowly turning FEC into a news podcast for everyone's benefit.
I see that. Good job.
Some of them are good, though. So
all of them are good.
The Pokemon